If you are over 65, a snack you think is healthy could be quietly raising your blood pressure. Stay with me, because the fix is shockingly simple. Nuts are not one thing. Most people hear the word nuts and automatically think healthy. But after 65, your body does not react the same way it did at 35 or 45. Blood pressure can become more sensitive to sodium. Blood sugar can spike faster and drop harder. Digestion often slows down, and many seniors are taking medications that can change how the body handles fats, minerals, and even appetite. That is why nuts can either become a powerful health tool or a silent daily stressor. Two people can eat the same snack and get totally different results. One feels satisfied and stable. The other feels bloated, thirsty, and still hungry. Then wonders why their blood pressure numbers will not improve. This video is not about fear. It is about control. We are going to take something you already eat and make it work for your heart, your brain, and your energy without confusion or guessing. Portion beats perfection. The biggest mistake is not choosing the wrong nut. The biggest mistake is eating the right nut in the wrong amount. Nuts are extremely calorie-dense, and they are easy to overeat because they do not look like much in your hand. A few extra handfuls over the week can quietly turn into weight gain. And weight gain after 65 is not just cosmetic. It can worsen blood pressure, strain joints, reduce mobility, and increase the risk of blood sugar problems. This is where the anxiety starts. You feel like you are doing the right thing, but your body does not reflect it. The solution is simple but powerful. Never eat nuts straight from the bag. Use a small bowl every time. Start with 1 ounce, which is a small handful. If your goal is weight loss, start with half an ounce. If your goal is blood sugar stability, pair nuts with protein or fiber, like plain Greek yogurt or berries. This is how you keep nuts helpful instead of turning them into a stealth calorie trap. Unsalted beets salted almost every time. If you have high blood pressure, this part matters more than any specific nut. A lot of nuts sold in the United States are heavily salted, flavored, or mixed with crunchy, salty snacks. And sodium does not just affect your heart, it affects how you feel. It can cause swelling, thirst, and poor sleep for some people. And when sleep gets worse, appetite control gets worse too. That is how one small snack habit creates a chain reaction. The label may say heart healthy, but if it is loaded with salt, your body does not treat it like a health food. Choose unsalted or lightly salted whenever possible. If you want more flavor, add it yourself. Cinnamon on almonds, cocoa powder on walnuts. A pinch of salt you control instead of a factory dose. You do not need to remove pleasure from food. You just need to stop letting the snack industry control your blood pressure. Old oils can turn a healthy nut into a daily stressor. This is one of the most overlooked issues with nuts. Nuts contain oils, and oils can spoil. Heat, light, and time can oxidize them. That is why a bag of nuts left in a warm pantry for too long can start tasting stale or bitter. Some people ignore it and keep eating, because they think the bitterness means the nut is strong or healthy. But a weird, bitter, stale taste is not a health bonus. It is a warning sign. If your nuts smell off, taste strange, or feel stale, do not force it. Replace them. Store your nuts in the fridge if you buy large bags. Keep a smaller jar out for the week, and keep the rest cold. This one habit protects taste, quality, and your body. It also protects your wallet because you waste less. Almonds are the steady daily driver. If you want one nut that works for most seniors, almonds are a strong choice. Almonds are filling, they are easy to find, and they can help replace the snacks that actually harm your heart, like chips, cookies, and sugary cereal bars. Almonds also contain vitamin E and fiber, which can support digestion and help you feel satisfied. But here is the senior detail that matters. Chewing and swallowing change with age. Dental work is common. Dry mouth is common. If you have trouble chewing or swallowing, whole almonds can be a choking risk. The smart version is sliced almonds, slivered almonds, almond butter, or ground almonds stirred into oatmeal or yogurt. Same nut, safer form. That is the kind of strategy that keeps you consistent without fear. Walnuts are a brain and blood flow upgrade. Walnuts are often chosen for brain support because they contain plant-based omega-3 fats. Your brain depends heavily on blood flow, and your blood vessels matter for memory and focus as you age. But let us keep this honest. Walnuts are not a miracle cure. No single food prevents dementia. The real value of walnuts is that they support a pattern: better fats, better satiety, fewer sugar cravings. And when you snack less on sugar, your brain and mood often feel steadier. Walnuts also work best as part of meals, not just as a snack. Add a few to oatmeal, salads, or yogurt. Crush them so they are easier to chew. And store them in the fridge, because their oils can spoil faster than other nuts. Fresh walnuts taste rich and clean. Old walnuts taste harsh and dull. Pistachios slow you down, and that is a superpower. Pistachios have a hidden advantage that helps seniors more than most nutrition tips. They often come in shells. That means you eat slower. You see the empty shells. You become aware of your portion without counting calories. This matters because many people do not gain weight from hunger. They gain weight from speed and distraction. Eating while watching TV. Snacking while scrolling on a phone. Pistachios build in a pause, and that pause helps your brain notice fullness. If you have arthritis, look for partially opened shells or buy shelled pistachios and portion them into a small bowl. The goal is the same. Slow down, control the dose, and protect your blood pressure. Brazil nuts are powerful, so treat them like medicine. Brazil nuts are not a casual snack. They are extremely rich in selenium, and selenium is one of those nutrients where too much can cause problems. This is where people get nervous because the internet loves extremes. One person says Brazil nuts are a superfood. Another person says they are dangerous. The truth is simpler. Brazil nuts can be helpful in small amounts. They are not meant to be eaten by the handful. If you enjoy them, stick to one nut, maybe two, and not necessarily every day. Think of them like a concentrated supplement that happens to taste creamy and delicious. Also keep them cold, because they are high in fat and can spoil. Small dose, high value, low risk. That is the senior way to use powerful foods. The real danger is the form, not the nut. This is the part that hits the real problem in the United States. The biggest risk is not always the nut itself. It is the product. Honey-roasted nuts, candy-coated trail mixes, chocolate-covered nuts, heavily salted snack packs. These turn nuts into dessert, but they still borrow the healthy reputation of nuts to make you feel safe. That is why people feel confused and frustrated. They believe they are eating healthy, but their body reacts like they are eating candy and chips. If you want nuts to support heart and brain health, keep the ingredient list simple. Raw or dry roasted. Unsalted or lightly salted. Nuts, maybe salt, nothing else. That is how you stop letting marketing hijack your health goals. If you change one thing, change this. Pour your nuts into a bowl first. This sounds small, but it is the habit that fixes the problem behind the problem. Bowl first stops accidental double servings. Bowl first stops mindless eating. Bowl first makes you more aware without becoming obsessive. And here is an extra upgrade. Pair nuts with something that adds volume without sugar, like berries, apple slices, or plain yogurt. This slows the snack down, stabilizes blood sugar, and helps you feel satisfied longer. If you want nuts to be a daily habit, you need them to be sustainable. Sustainable means portioned, simple, and consistent. That is how small changes turn into big results over months and years. Small changes, big protection. Here is the quiet truth about eating after 65. Your body reacts more strongly to small things. A little extra salt can push up your blood pressure. A few extra snacks can show up fast on the scale. A bad night of sleep can make cravings hit harder the next day. That sounds scary, but it is actually good news. It means small positive changes work faster too. Switching from salted nuts to unsalted lowers your sodium without changing your whole diet. Storing nuts in the fridge keeps the fats fresh and easier on your heart. Pouring nuts into a bowl instead of eating from the bag cuts mindless overeating without any calorie counting. Pairing nuts with fruit or yogurt steadies your blood sugar and keeps you full longer. None of these changes are extreme, but together they protect your heart, your brain, your joints, and your energy. This is not about being perfect. It is about setting up tiny habits so the healthy choice becomes the automatic choice. When you control the form, the portion, and the salt, you take back control from the food industry and give it back to yourself. Aging does not mean losing power. It means using your power smarter, one small decision at a time. Tonight, before you grab a snack, pause for 3 seconds, pour it into a bowl, and choose the version that protects your future self. Tiny choices today can save you from big problems tomorrow.